Lots of negative news swirling the Cubs right now. They don't care. That's a sweep.
You are Locked On Cubs, your daily Chicago Cubs podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I'm Matt Cozy. He is Sam Olber, and you are Locked On Cubs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here. Let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now. On today's episode, we preview Cubs Brewers, including going over the next 15 until the All-Star break. Actually, kind of amazing. That's how many games are left till the break. Cubs make a trade for David Peterson. Could there be more moves on the way? Unfortunate update on Ben Brown. And we start with the Cubs sweeping the Mets with a 4-3 win in 10 innings on Thursday. Cubs are now 44-37, 10-3 since June 11th. This was the 81st game of the 2026 season, the halfway point. And Sam, it's felt like a full season with all that has happened, but the Cubs are on a really, really nice run right now.
For the first time in a long time, I was excited about the positive energy that I had leading into our program. That win, that sweep. Always think about Ron Santo when the Cubs play the Mets. They completely swept. They swept the season series against these Mets.
That's right. 7-0, right?
I believe they're 14-1 this year against the Mets and Phillies.
That sounds right.
And that was just that's the type of win you have to have if you're going to survive what they're trying to survive.
Exactly
it was
right.
Gutty. It wasn't a pretty offensive showing. It was, of course, I shout out Milner. He has his worst non-Giants performance of the year. He looked atrocious this evening. Maton comes in and does what Phil Maton has done this year. But then Jacob Webb does an excellent job in the ninth inning, has to get 4 outs because Swanson and Horner botched what probably should have been a double play ball. You can make the case he had to get 5 outs, really.
Wow.
And then Pete does what Pete does, which is carry this group and say, hey, Alex, you're not going to get any big base hits? Well, then I will. Hey, Nico, you're never going to get another big base? I will. Okay? And then
sorry.
And then Trent Thornton comes in, and I like him. He's got some stuff to him.
He's got some moxie.
He's got some moxie. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, he's a new dad. He's a new dad as well.
Well, congrats to him, and what a gift to him to come out. And I want to say, I could be wrong, and it wouldn't be the first or the last, but I do think he did something like this earlier in the year when he stranded the Ghost Runner and extras at home. I'm almost positive that he's done this twice now. And he's my MVP of the game.
It might have been against the Reds.
I think it was against the Reds of Cincinnati, who are having a really mediocre campaign.
Yeah, I didn't understand the bullpen plan tonight. I don't get why they're so matchup specific and what has been a unique week, and that's putting it kindly.
It's been a unique year.
You already win the series. The next series is against your rival team. I guess I just would have thought that they would have had a lot of people available, even for the Friday game. Why not just see how long Roberts can go? It's okay. You don't have to go to the spreadsheet on that one. Milner doesn't have to enter the game with 2 outs and 1 guy on in the 6th, but he did. And, no one's chomping at the bit to see Maton in a 1-run game. But nice job by Thielbar. I was surprised Webb even pitched, I guess, to my own point.
Hey, can I just correct you? Every hitter in baseball is chomping at the bit to see Maton in a 1-run game.
That's true. And, yeah, fantastic job by Thornton.
Fantastic.
I also thought the Shaw pinch run for Amaya and Kelly pinch hit for Dean, with them swapping positions on the field. I just thought that was like a required nice move by Counsell.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelly had that nice block bottom 10, but
he did. Good point.
But Sam, you're right. Pete, am I right or am I right that I expected Pete to get a hit there in the 10th?
Yeah, you're right.
I just felt it, man.
Yeah, the first one. You're right. You're right. And yeah, it's a great shout on the block with Kelly. I thought Seiya was going to hit in Kelly's spot versus Rayleigh.
He wasn't available tonight.
Yeah. But,
has a sore knee.
Yeah, it was just a good win. There's no bad wins, but I feel a little bit vindicated when I hear guys like JD or Swanson or Tyone or whoever it is say that they've never seen a year like this because they've been at it far longer than I have. And it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. We're going to talk about the Brown thing in a bit.
It's insane.
You broke that news to me today while I was in a meeting, and I almost left the room.
No, it's actually been an incredible year, and that word isn't usually used in this case.
Yeah, right. It's not positive or negative. I would say unbelievable would be the is that an adjective that I would use?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But they're grinding, and you could see what it meant to them to win a game like that. And you're right. It does feel like the season has changed, or the expectations have changed now to like, all right, we've been dealt this ridiculous hand with the pitching stuff. Again, I will pound the table and say they also did some stuff. They also dealt themselves this hand, but now it's like, all right, we're 7 games over. If we could find a way to get to 87, 88 with the group they have,
that'd be crazy.
Celebrate it, because I do think we're getting to the point where people are going to have to pitchers are going to have to introduce themselves to counsel. Like he hasn't met these guys, or he doesn't even know, like Murray, like Murray comes in. I just be like, oh, got it. Okay. Righty, slider. Got it. All right. Good slider. Okay. Sounds good. Because it's becoming a who's who of pitching out there. And the one thing I'll say, Matt, is that the Cubs did go 4-4 in 8 playoff games with basically 1.5 starters last year. So they do have practice at that, but obviously that you could play for the short term and that. This is more long term. You're going to burn guys out. But I'd love to see over the next month to see if they could find some guys, because they are good at this. They take mediocre guys, or I shouldn't say that, but guys that haven't had a lot of success at the big league level, i.e. Brad Keller or random like the Pomerances, whatever, and turn them into reliable guys. And if they could do that, because right now there isn't anyone you feel great about.
For the bullpen?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they could turn Webb into a guy we're excited to watch pitch when he comes in, Rollison as well, Thornton, if they could, and then get Palencia back, that at least could protect the starters a little bit for like days they have to win, and then maybe give them a fighting chance as the season goes. Because right now they don't have anything pitching wise. They're just taking stuff and just hoping it sticks at the wall.
Yeah, they're really piecing it together. Yeah, they're going to have to figure out some...
Fieldbar looked good today.
Some self-scouting and some kind of equation there to, decide even in game. And that's going to be, Council's worth his paycheck to figure that out. Like, hey, what should I do in this game? Is it worth it or not? And also, what wins, even the loss, could we see, to your point about some pitchers that may emerge? Unbelievable is probably the best word. And it's kind of unreal that it's the halfway point. There's so much that has happened, and 7 over since June 11 and 7 over for the season. It's a good feeling right now.
I will say real quick, because I know we're crushing Maton. He did probably get the biggest out of the game. With Soto with the bases loaded. Although
that was big.
I thought that wasn't like a great pitch, and Soto, that's like his one weakness. He'll roll over on some pitches if he crushed it, but that was the big, like you could, that when he stepped up to the plate, I was getting ready to start planning for the show.
And Sam, Matthew Boyd walked 4 guys, but it was nice to see him back.
It was really nice to see him back. Velocity was good. At this point with Boyd, you're just looking for him to wake up tomorrow and feel good. And then be on to his next start, because my goodness, they need him to make every start the rest of the year.
Coming up next, the Cubs make a rare early trade because of their pitching situation, including Ben Brown likely being out a long time. Stay tuned. Today's episode is brought to you by Cash App. It's amazing how quickly we've moved away from cash and checks, whether it's paying friends back, buying tickets or splitting a bill. Everything happens instantly now. If you weren't up to speed already, Cash App is way more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock a ton of perks without all the hidden fees. Enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. Plus, you can add your card to your digital wallet to make your money move even easier. Cash App also adds security to your money by declining suspicious card transactions and sending you a notification to make sure the payment is really you. If your card is ever lost or stolen, you could lock it with just one tap right in the app. Spend with confidence with the Cash App card today. New Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use the code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Cash App 10, terms do apply with Cash App.
This episode is brought to you by Gametime. There's nothing like watching a Cub game at historic Wrigley Field. You wake up on a Friday, you say, you know what, I'm not going to work today. It's about, 10:30, 11 a.m., and you want to go to a Cub game last minute. That's where Gametime comes in. The only problem, getting tickets can feel like a grind. Long queues, surprise fees, prices jumping at checkout, but you don't have to worry about that with Gametime. The Gametime app gives fans the advantage with constant innovation. It's how you unlock amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's simple to use. The Gametime guarantee means you get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price. And here's the best part. Fees are included in the price you see. What you see is what you pay, period. Folks, the Cubs are starting to make a little bit of a run here. And I think they're going to need a lot of fan support along the way to get guys through innings, because I cover the team for a living and I don't even know half the guys are running out of the bullpen anymore. So please use Gametime. 2 taps and it's done. No stress, no hidden fees. Get to Wrigley, just great seats and minutes. That's what makes it so easy to decide last minute to hit a game. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDON for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today.
Thank you for making Locked On Cubs your first listen of the day. If you haven't already, go check out our new Everydayer Club, which includes ad-free episodes and more. Go to lockedoncubs.supercast.com or click the link in this episode description. Sad news to report this evening. Ben Brown has a stress reaction in the same area of his neck as he did in 2024 when he missed the rest of that season. He will be shut down completely for at least 1 month. By the way, there's no updates or timetable on Edward Cabrera either. Sam, this is, I'm just heartbroken for Brown. I really am.
That's, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean, the guy, think about it. He
busted his tail, man.
2024, he has this injury that I'll say the reporting of it was a little bit frightening, not in terms of being bad, just like the unknown of it, the words that were being used. I was worried, really. And then he comes back in 25, does not have a good season at all, right? And people like me are like, hey, I'm out on Ben Brown until something changes.
Right.
And then he comes back and is, until the last month, the best player on the team. Not the best pitcher, the best player, up until Pete has went crazy here. And now he's got to deal with this thing again. That just, I wish there was a little bit more specific of a diagnosis on it. Like I'm just curious what it is, because at this point I feel like I could get some sort of anatomy degree covering this team. Like I get, stress reaction in his neck, but is remember, like, am I making this up, or was there something like a couple years ago we didn't know what it was or whatever? Like, it was just weird. It was ambiguous. Is that the right word?
Yeah, we just didn't really know until, if I remember right, the off season.
Yeah. So when they sent him back to Chicago, That's kind of when I knew something wasn't right. And my guess is when Counsell had that press conference after Tuesday's game where he sounded even more down than you'd think about the pitching situation, he already knew there was an issue with Brown.
Totally.
I'm kicking myself a little bit for not letting people know a trade was probably coming, because once Brown went back to Chicago and went on the IL, like they were short. They didn't even have guys.
And after the Cabrera injury, I mentioned about, could they no, it was before Cabrera.
Yeah, you said that. Right.
I mentioned, hey, could they exit the series with one of the Mets pitchers?
Oh, did you? You said that exactly?
I did. I mentioned Raley and Minter.
Well, you got lefty, right?
Yeah, they got Peterson.
Well, I mean, at this point, I've been starting to throw.
I would maybe go to a Cougars or Boomers game, see what's going on there.
For the team. Yeah, no, it's we joke, but it's
wild. And you do wonder if these guys have an us against the world mentality. I mean, Counsell looked elated.
No, because that's a great feeling when you win a game this shorthanded. I will say this though, I do think the Cubs are going to have to do a little bit better of a job in this offseason prioritizing durability, because when they traded for Cabrera, I mean, he has an injury history, right? We know like all these guys getting hurt at once is a fluke, but each individually is very predictable. Tyone goes to the IL pretty much every year, right? We went into the year hoping we get to see a great version of Justin Steele. That's not happening. We knew Cade Horton had arm trouble, right? I remember before the year, I said the key to this pitching staff was going to be the health of Cade Horton and Edward Cabrera. Well,
I remember
that key's broke.
And I mean, I would think that they thought that as well, but looking back on it, I mean, there's a lot for them to go over this offseason, and they already are, I'm sure.
And I think that's why Cease obviously Cease is a great pitcher, but he wasn't this good last year, but that's probably why he got paid the big bucks, is he just makes all starts for the most part. I do think they got to look at that as a priority next year of like some guy that's like that just is making 30 starts a year, because this is just, it's crushing them. It's crushing them.
David Peterson has been pretty durable in his 7-year major league career. Cubs made a trade with the Mets Thursday, getting him. Peterson is a rental. He'll be a free agent this offseason. Struggling this year, 6.09 ERA, but the Cubs are thinking a high ground ball rate. Will now be backed by a strong defense. He'll do better. Did make the All-Star team last year. Had a great first half. Also had a 2.90 ERA in 21 starts in 2024. Cubs desperately need pitching, as we've talked about already. I think this could be a savvy early move, but really it's required. And you're going to hear more about that when we preview the next series. And it's required, Sam, because Peterson will likely slot into the rotation as early as Saturday.
Has to.
I say likely, though, because he is slowly accepting the news. Right. Counsell said Peterson was having a tough time with the trade, and instead of reporting to the Cubs Thursday with, a 60 to 90 second walk, he's meeting the team Friday in Milwaukee. And so that means he took it really, really hard. But they're going to really need him, not only until the break, but probably beyond. And I hope this works out for them.
I like the deal. I know some people are up in arms over the prospect that they gave up. I'm not going to do that. I like the deal for two simple reasons. One, he gets the ball on the ground, and we hear about how great this defense is, although it wasn't in the ninth. And they turn ground. I mean, if I had $1 for every time they talk about it on the broadcast, we'd be doing this show from Aruba. But they convert grounders into outs, and he gets a lot of them, so that's going to help him. And then and then it won't be an automatic loss if he takes them out when the wind's blowing out, like some of our other pitchers. So that's good. And then number two is I'm always pro deadline. If you're going to make a soft deal, like and when I say soft deal, I mean like this isn't like, hey, the Cubs are all in. They just went and traded for Skubal.
Yeah.
if you're going to make a soft deal like that, I like almost betting on a guy that has a track record of being better than what he is. Mm-hmm. Because let's say, like right now, his ERA is in the 6s. Let's say he finishes the year at a 4.7, 4.6. That's not a great year. But in order to get down there, that means with the Cubs, you'd have an ERA in the low 3s, right?
That means he would have been fantastic with the Cubs.
Which would be excellent, right? It's like if a team right now traded for Bregman, right? And they're like, hey, we know you've been awful to start this year, but if you're just an 805, if you're just an 805 OPS guy for us, we don't care what the total numbers said because a lot of that was done somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it.
And Peterson, I believe he made the All-Star team last year.
He did. Thank you for not listening to the show earlier.
You said that. Okay. Because it is you forget about it because he just fell off a cliff.
He did. Yeah.
At the end of the year, it was a really, really bad. His performance fell off of a cliff. I'm looking at the game logs now of the second half of 20. Can I just tell you how he ended the year last year?
He gave up like 100 runs or something.
2 innings, 8 earned, 5.4, 5.3, 5.6, 1 and 6.
Oh,
so that really bloated his ERA, but I like this deal. I'm optimistic about it.
Yeah, me too.
Choice.
Me too, and I just wonder if they're going to do another deal like this, like even by next weekend or something.
Yeah, there's going to be
a small to medium-ish deal where they give up 1 or 2 players. You don't really know their name, but they were probably a recent draftee or something like Cole Mathis was. And, I'm really trying to bite my tongue.
No, don't bite it. That hurts.
Yeah, I just, when I hear you say, people are up in arms over the prospect cost, it's just.
Yeah, it's one of your pet peeves.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a certain show that copied a lot of the stuff that we did. But I think they're going to make another trade. Like one guy, Sam, I was looking at today, he's actually made a pivot to a full-time relief. Antonio Centezella.
Oh, from Colorado?
From the Rockies. He's got a team option next year.
Oh,
he's
man.
been tremendous in relief this year, and he's done a lot of bulk time, like 23 games, 2.13 ERA. But in those 23 games, he's got 42 innings.
Yeah, he had one of the worst.
I'd like to see something like that happen.
He had one of the worst starting seasons in the history of baseball. What was it in 24 or 23?
I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah,
I think he went like 3-20 or something.
He's been tremendous this year as a reliever.
Good for him, man. Good for him. I like that. I like that shout.
And Drew Pomeranz signed a minor league deal with his team.
Welcome back, Drew.
Yeah.
So don't worry what Boog says. You keep competing.
Oh, wow. Coming up next.
He called us out again, by the way, today. I don't know if you heard that.
I listened to a lot of the games with no volume. What did he say?
He just told people should be more patient, because they're reverting back to the mean, and he wants Joe from Obvious Shirts to make a T-shirt that says like regress to the mean, and then said like he had a certain somebody in mind when he was saying that. Who knows?
He said that?
Yeah. Well, Taylor said, do you have somebody in mind when you were saying that? And then he said, I didn't, but now I do.
And do you remember what inning that was in?
I want to say it was like
I'd like to maybe go back and hear that.
Yeah, it was like the first or second inning.
Coming up next, the Cubs play the Brewers the next 3 games. We're also going to take a peek at the next 15 till the break. Crazy, it's the halfway point. We preview all of that next.
This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The biggest stage in world soccer is here, and every match feels like it has the potential for a memorable moment. One goal can completely change the energy of a game, shift momentum, which is a real thing, by the way, despite what some people tell you at Marquee. And it can alter the outcome in an instant. That's what makes tournament soccer so exciting, from the opening whistle to the final kick. Now, FanDuel is giving fans another reason to stay locked in. Every match with every goal pays. Bet on a match and get bonus bets for every goal scored in that match. More goals mean more bonus bets. All you have to do is turn on your token. Folks, consider me Spanish for a couple of days, because I need Spain to take care of business against Uruguay and win this group, so I don't have to worry about Argentina having to play Spain in the round of 32 because that would not be good for my team. I think all Spain has to do is draw Uruguay. If they do that, then Argentina will either play Uruguay or Cape Verde or Saudi Arabia, which they should be able to handle in the round of 32. From the opening whistle to the final kick, let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com to get started now.
We're also presented by HIMS. ED is way more common than most guys think, and millions of men deal with it at some point. HIMS offers a simple, convenient way to take care of your health by connecting you with a licensed healthcare provider online and giving you access to personalized treatment options from the comfort of your own home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines, just a straightforward process designed to make getting care easier. Taking care of yourself shouldn't feel complicated, and HIMS makes the process private and easy to navigate. It's healthcare built around your schedule and your comfort. Think about what makes a healthcare experience feel easier or less stressful. What matters most when you're trying to take care of yourself? This becomes much more manageable with HIMS. To get a simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/LockedOnMLB. That's hims.com/LockedOnMLB for your free online visit. hims.com/LockedOnMLB. Prescription required. See website for details and more important safety information on HIMS. Alongside Sam Olber, I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs. We're taking our passion into a discussion with you on all things Cubs, and thank you for making Locked On Cubs the #1 Cubs podcast. There are 15 games remaining until the break. This weekend's going to be really difficult, but then there is a reprieve of sorts.
Oh, here we go with the schedule.
Around the 4th of July. This is the only part I wanted to get to, really. Next weekend, they play only 3 games in 5 days. They're off Thursday, play the weekend, then off Monday. I thought that was a weird quirk.
It is.
All right, Cubs play the Brewers the next 3, 6:45 exclusively on Apple on Friday. Colin Ray is pitching Friday. David Peterson likely Saturday. Maybe Vince Velasquez Sunday with Bryce Wilson, who's also meeting the team in Milwaukee. So, Sam, what you said earlier about Council meeting these guys, I mean, that is literally going to happen Friday afternoon in Milwaukee with 2 guys. And that's just 2 that we know of right now. Wilson will also be available beginning Friday for bulk innings. Mizorowski, Harrison, and Woodruff are scheduled for the Brewers, who are 20 games over 500 and in first place by 6.5 games. Sam, the Cubs are really up against it here. I mean, the Brewers are minus 250 Friday. It would be nice to nab one of these, but there's so much uncertainty right now. It's Ray, Peterson, and Velasquez?
Here's my case.
It gets better. It'll get better starting Monday.
Here's my case. Expect the unexpected. So that's,
right.
I mean, every single team right now in baseball is going to be underdogs in this series with those 3 guys going on the road. So it's not just you. Can I say something before you get to the next 15 games? I don't want to talk. I've talked enough about the Brewers. Everyone knows how I feel about them. I think Mizorowski should get MVP votes with the way he's thrown this year.
As of right now, yeah.
And if you take away Harrison's ridiculous outing in Vegas that shouldn't have been a thing, he'd be in the Cy Young conversation too. I think he gave up 3/4 of his runs at a Little League park. The only reason I say that with anger is because I have my fantasy team. It cost me a week. The major leagues is so mediocre right now in terms of these teams. I mean, let me read you some of these American League teams. Blue Jays, 39-42, mediocre. Baltimore, 38-44, mediocre. Boston, 33-46, terrible. The White Sox in first place at 41-38. Minnesota, mediocre. Detroit, disappointment. Kansas City, awful. Oakland or whatever city they play in now, mediocre. Texas has been 3 games under 500 ever since they won the World Series.
What's your point with this?
I'm going to tell you in a second. I want to Miami, Washington, the Mets. The point is as everything as bad as it's been with the Cubs, there's so many teams that are worse.
Sure.
Like it's such a mediocre league this year. There's like 4 really good teams.
Yeah, the NL. I mean, it's
the American League is the AL is a disaster.
No, it is. The Yankees have a 99.9% chance of making the playoffs, and it's June.
Reds stink.
But yeah, I mean, 6 out of the 15 teams in each league make the playoffs, and a lot of these teams aren't even in the convo, especially in the AL.
The Cubs probably have like close to a top 5 record. They're probably like 6th or 7th in baseball. It's 7 games over.
Oh, that's a good question. I wonder in all of baseball where they are. You could tab over on that.
I'll look.
ESPN,
I bet you
ESPN has that feature.
I bet you it's 6th. What do I do? Just hit overall or something?
Yeah, it's like overall or yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in baseball.
7. Nice. Yeah, good guess.
I was wrong.
Don't want to see Conforto hit second. He keeps doing that for some reason this weekend. And
Matt, let's be honest. Against Mizorowski, pick a lineup out of a hat and just keep bunting at him or something. I mean, see if you.
Oh no, they. I think they should have some. I hesitate to use the word creative.
Yeah,
but I think they should try to do some things Friday and just see what happens. Because I think Saturday they're going to struggle, and Sunday will probably be close throughout or something like that.
Well, I thought Woodruff. I would have thought that the Cubs would handle Woodruff, but I think when I was doing my research today, I think his first start back, he struck out like 10 guys in 6 innings, so he's back to looking like Nolan Ryan. I would love. Here, I'll close with this. I'd love to see. I can't wait to see the first pitch of the game tomorrow, Mizorowski versus Pete. Because Pete, he's throwing about 103, 104, and Pete's going to try and hit it 500 feet, and that's just going to be great theater.
And if it's in the zone, he might.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, that is great theater. It's a show right now with him, and especially Mizorowski, too. Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Cubs. Make sure you subscribe and follow.
It's a different kind of show for Mayton.
You get all the latest episodes. For those of you, I don't know what that is. For those of you on the video.
It's a rerun.
For those of you on video, we're sending you the first ever 24/7 National Locked On Podcast Network YouTube channel. And on audio, make sure your second listener.
Another homer.
Yeah, it's like a rerun, but like late at night.
Yeah, no, it's like a rerun of like, and you can't watch Friends or something, so you go somewhere else.
He's Sam Olber. I'm Matt Cozy. This is Locked On Cubs.